Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to go over Shopify's overview dashboard. I am going to be going in depth regarding Shopify's analytics. If you've been following this channel, then you've heard me talk about Shopify and their analytics as being a huge perk as to why I use Shopify as my e-commerce platform. And so today I want to take the opportunity to break down in depth all of the information that you are privy to while using Shopify's overview dashboard and their analytics. If you're someone that has been contemplating switching over to Shopify, but you really aren't sure yet, or you want more information, or if you're someone that is already using Shopify, but you want more information as to how to look into your detailed analytics and how to use the information available through the dashboard, to your advantage, this is a great video for you. So be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed. And I do want to let all of you know, if you are interested in switching over to Shopify or trying it out, there is going to be a link down below the video. Choose the plan that works best for you after you click the link. And there may even be a free trial, but you have to click that link right below this video to see. So we'll go ahead and get right into the video. The screen does state that the overview dashboard shows key sales, orders, and online store visitor data. You can see at a glance how your store is performing across all of your sales channels and for any date range. For example, in the overview dashboard, you can do the following activities. So you can check the value of your recent sales and compare them to a previous time period. You can compare how well your sales channels are performing, track your average order value, see where your visitors are coming from by region or by social media source, and monitor the trends over time. So I'm going to keep scrolling on the page. I'm actually in the Shopify Help Center. So if you want to dive further into this or go back to look at any of the information that we're going over today, this information is available right through the Shopify Help Center. So all of the information that we just went over that Shopify provides through their dashboard is going to be so huge in creating an action plan for your business. When I first got started with my business, I did not know the importance of actually looking deep into the analytics and my store's history. I was really just focused on marketing, advertising, getting my first sale, meeting new people. And although those are great things to focus on, I didn't know how to connect the dots to actually get me the results or get me to the goals that I set for myself because I didn't have a strategic plan. And working as a business consultant, mentor, I talk to a lot of different businesses. And one thing that constantly comes up with a lot of business owners is the fact that they're stuck. They're not knowing really what to do with their business. They've promoted on social media. They have gone to different pop-up shops. They have paid for paid ads, and they're still not generating the traffic that they expected to receive. And they're also not generating the sales that they thought that they would have. And so it is really important to focus on the fundamentals of your business. It's really important to first know where your business is at in order to be able to create a plan as to how you should move from where you're at to the place that you want to be at. So Shopify gives that information. I have worked with other e-commerce platforms, and I'm not going to knock any of them, but I am going to say that I've never used an e-commerce platform that has as much information as Shopify offers. Like it mentioned a moment ago, Shopify will tell you exactly where your traffic is coming from. So I don't have to guess and scratch my head as to, okay, I got an extra 50 website visitors today. Where did they come from? Where did the traffic come from? What sparked it? I don't have to scratch my head and just, assume. I can actually go to my analytics and see where the traffic is coming from, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, whether it's another website. I have all of that information here. And then I also can compare. So the longer that I stay in business, I actually have a spreadsheet to compare the progress or the backtrack of my business success. So it's really important to be able to monitor that because like I mentioned, there are a lot of entrepreneurs just stuck. They're coming to me and they're saying, hey, Brittney, I've been promoting. Now what? How do I know if I'm promoting correctly? You said don't just rely on the likes. So what else should I rely on? You said orders won't come immediately all the time. So how do I know where my business and how well my business is doing? The analytics is going to paint a clearer picture of that for us. So on the screen, I just scrolled past the Shopify plans. There are multiple plans for Shopify. That's why I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you do click the link down below to select a Shopify plan, make sure that you're reading the plans and choosing the plan that works best for you and your business. I personally have been using the Shopify basic plan, and I have been using that plan for years. That plan has worked really well for my business. I am the primary person that's working behind the scenes. Sometimes if I'm on vacation, I'll have an assistant come in and assist me with processing orders, but for the majority of the time, it is me. And that plan has worked with me and also with an assistant. So just read through the different plans and see what's going to work best for you. So it does show average order value. So the average order value is going to show pretty much, let me just go ahead and read it. So it says shows the average value of all orders, excluding gift cards, divided by the total number of orders. I scrolled down a little too fast, but pretty much, let me just sum it up. That portion is going to show pretty much all of your orders except gift cards. Online store conversion rate shows the percentage of sessions that led to an order. This metric applies to your online store channel only. So pretty much you can see how many times someone has actually gone to your store before they order, which I love to see. A lot of times I'll notice the pattern. I'll notice about 2 to 3 sessions before I receive an order. So say, for example, Mary Smith placed an order on my online store. I can see if she has come to the website once and placed the order. I can see if she's come to the website 10 times before she placed an order. And that gives me an idea if I'm able to see that she came 10 times and the person after her came 9 times and the person before that came 8 times. It kind of gives me an idea of how fast people are able to purchase. So I would look at what happened during the process. Did they reach out and ask questions? Are they asking some of the same questions? If they are, do I need to add additional information on my website to go ahead and cover those questions for future references and future purposes, so that if someone else comes to my website and they have that same question, they won't have to get off and come back to the website and email me and come back to the website and then purchase after the 8th, 9th, or 10th time. They can go ahead and make their purchase hopefully on the first visit. So that is something that I would be able to look into, knowing that information through the Shopify analytics and dashboard section. It also shows added to cart, so number and percentage of sessions in which shoppers added 1 or more items to their shopping carts. This amount is usually smaller than the total number of shoppers because some shoppers view the products in a store without adding any items to their cart. I can also see how many people have reached checkout. So it just gives me a better in-depth view, like I've been stating throughout the whole video, of what's going on with my store. This is imperative. This is so important when you are looking at creating a strategy for your business. There are so many entrepreneurs that wake up and they just do the same routine every single day, and they really don't know why they're doing it, besides they heard someone else say that it, worked for them, and they're not seeing any results. I made a video recently on this channel going over the importance of not becoming too routine with your business. And I was very transparent and explained that there have been times that I became too routine with my business and my business actually began to suffer because of it. So don't get me wrong. It is very important to create a routine for your business, but it is very harmful. It could be very harmful to your business to become too routine. It also shows sessions converted, so number and percentage of sessions in which a shopper has added products to their cart and proceeded to checkout and then decided to purchase the items. This may not match your order count because shoppers can make multiple orders within a single session. And you can continue reading on the page. I'll keep it up. But again, that information is going to be helpful with me being able to understand abandoned checkouts a little bit more clearly through my online business or for my online business. It's also going to help me understand if there's something that I need to check out that's not as efficient as it should be on the customers and clients end. So when they're checking out, are they having a hard time finding how to put in their address, or are they having a hard time finding where to submit their payment? So it just gives me a deeper idea of what's going on, where my customers and clients are going. It even gives you an idea. It actually shows you what pages a lot of your customers and clients are landing at and how much time they're spending on those pages. So it shows through my Shopify dashboard my most frequented pages. So it may say homepage, it may say drop shipping. I have a page for drop shipping or a drop shipping product. So it may say, drop shipping. It may say about us. It may say different it's going to show different information based on what's going on with my store. And then it also allows me to see the difference between what's going on now and what happened last month, what's going on this year and what happened last year. So I can really do a comparison and see an overall view of what's going on with my store to make an even tailored, more customized plan for success. So it's going over, a session occurs when someone does a search or enters the URL of your store directly. For an example, the most common traffic sources are search, direct, social, and email. So I love that part of the analytics through Shopify because I look at that very frequently. I stopped using paid ads for my business a few years ago, and there's nothing wrong with using paid ads. There may even come a time in the future where I decide to use paid ads again. But I have found that creating tailored plans, looking at the analytics in my dashboard through Shopify has really brought more success and traffic, relationships, more orders. It's grew my business a lot more efficiently than using paid ads. And so I can go on there and see how many people have decided to go over to my website and make purchases from Instagram. So when I talk a lot on this channel about not getting wrapped up with the likes only or not getting wrapped up with just your comments, but actually being able to see the value that posting on Instagram or Facebook has for your business, you can kind of gauge the value based on different factors. So you can look at the DMs, you can look at the emails, you can look at how many people are signing up for your marketing newsletters. You can also look at your overview dashboard if you are using Shopify to see how many people are going to your website from Instagram, from Facebook, how many people are actually purchasing from Instagram, from Facebook, from your marketing campaign. So that is something that is really, really valuable to my business and to also many other businesses that I have worked with. A lot of people are now switching over to Shopify because they're finding that Shopify has so much information. I used to talk a lot about the apps that Shopify offers. I would get on, YouTube and say, wow, I really love using Shopify because they have so many apps. They have different apps to decorate your website so that your website doesn't look so flat and boring, or so that it doesn't, what do I want to say? I really try to stay away from using the word boring, but, it is important, in my opinion, to make sure that your website looks professional, that it's clean, but it also needs to be a place that captivates attention long enough for the order to actually take place. And so if your website is not capturing anyone's attention, if it's very flat or boring, like I try to stick away from, but if it is, you may experience a more challenging time getting orders than someone that was actually able to use different apps to create more excitement within their website. Now, there is a balance between creating excitement and keeping everything professional, but Shopify provides different apps to do that. They also have different apps for pop-up newsletters. They have different apps for like polls, if you want to do a poll on your website, different apps for multiple different things. And so it was just really, really cool to see all of those different apps. And that's something that I talked about very frequently on this YouTube channel, when I first found out about all of the apps that Shopify had available through their Shopify app store. But as I continued to use Shopify, I started to fall in love with the analytics. I started to really, really pay attention to the numbers and create my plans off of the current position that my business is in and where I'm wanting it to go. And so now when I'm on YouTube, I talk a lot about not only the apps, but I talk about the dashboard too. So that's one of the reasons why today I wanted to take a moment to kind of go over the value and the benefits that you do get behind the scenes with Shopify. It also provides sales by POS location. So if you have point of sale locations, it shows the amount of sales that originated from each location, which is huge. So let's say that you are operating a brick and mortar location where you're selling hair extensions only, and then you're also selling hair extensions across town at a salon, and you're selling hair extensions at a pop-up shop as well. You can see exactly how many sales have originated from each location, which is great. Sales by social source, we kind of talked about that. It shows the amount of sales that originated from social sources such as Facebook and YouTube. This data can help you focus your marketing efforts, which is completely true. So I'm able to see sometimes when I even, myself, I'm not perfect. So I'm human. There are times that I find myself getting discouraged. I may say, I haven't gotten as many DMs as I anticipated this week, or I didn't get as many text messages or phone calls to the business line as I typically get, or I didn't get any comments under this post. Okay, I wonder if this post is really doing what I intended it to do. And so going into my Shopify store and being able to see, again, how many people from the certain social media source that I'm interested in came to my website is going to not only help me make a clearer plan, but it's also going to reassure me that my post was seen, that people actually were, was on my Instagram page, or people did see my Facebook post, or, so sometimes a lot of entrepreneurs that I speak with, they feel at times that they are invisible. They're wondering, did anyone see me? I posted this, I did this, did it matter? I don't see any immediate results. I'm not even looking for immediate results at this point as far as sales. I'm just wanting to know, has anyone even seen this? And although you can go on Instagram and you can see how many people your post potentially reached, you're still wondering, did anyone actually see it? Did they take time to read what I posted? Were they interested in what I posted? How would I know that? So if you're not getting likes, if you're not getting comments, DMs, emails, text messages, there is another way that you can measure the engagement with your business through your analytics. And not all e-commerce sites offer this. So that's why I really want to stress and again outline what Shopify offers on the back end, because there have been so many people that have reached out to me asking me, hey, I used this e-commerce site. How can I track my inventory? I use this e-commerce platform. How can I look at how many people have come over to my website from Facebook? Hey, I use this. How can I do this? And to be honest, I haven't used every e-commerce site, but when I do look up the e-commerce sites in question, there aren't that many options available to give the entrepreneurs that reached out the information that they're looking for. So when you're looking for an e-commerce site, don't always go with the cheapest. I pay for the basic plan. The basic plan currently with Shopify is $29. But I'm glad to pay the $29 for the value that my business gets. I'm glad to put that investment back into my business strategy, because I know that if I went to another e-commerce platform and I didn't have all of the information that I currently have as far as my analytics, I wasn't able to see where people were landing when they went to my website, which page they were on. I wasn't able to see a comparison from last year and this year. If I wasn't able to see the social media source that people were coming over or converting over to my website most frequently, if I wasn't able to look at the session, so how many times someone visited my website before they actually checked out, then I may be a little bit more lost with my business, because I wouldn't have all of the information that I'm used to, nor all of the information that's needed for me to actually create a plan that's going to be beneficial for my business. There are so many entrepreneurs as well that are in the habit of following step after step after another entrepreneur. And although it's very wise to get information and to do research as to what has helped other entrepreneurs, as to what is building other businesses, it's also very important to know your business. There are entrepreneurs that know someone else's business better than their own, and that can be very detrimental to your business, because you're following after someone else's guidance, and you're applying exactly what they're saying that they're doing, but you all are in two different positions. They have a completely different target audience. They've been doing it for this long. They have most of their website visitors from this platform, and you have most of yours from this platform. So it is really important to be able to look at the analytics behind your website so that you can create a tailored plan for your business. Right now, I'm just scrolling down so that you can see more information. Pretty much throughout the video, I was just scrolling down. If you do want to go back and review the video, feel free to do that. Again, all of this information is available through the Shopify Help Center. The reason that I create videos like this is because a lot of entrepreneurs have reached out and thanked me And before I even got thank yous, people were reaching out asking, hey, do you know this process? Or hey, do you know about this? Or hey, what about this? And I found it so much easier to actually go to the source and do overview videos where I pretty much pull up the website and I talk about what the website is specifying, and it saves some people from having to go through, find that article, actually sit there and read through it. So I just find it more helpful for myself and for other entrepreneurs to get this information in this type of style. A lot of people reach out and they ask questions, and it's so much more convenient for me to send back over a video. And I've gotten great feedback from creating videos like this. So if you're someone and you want to read it by yourself, feel free to do that. That information is available through the Shopify Help Center. If you are someone and you enjoy doing or watching these voiceovers where I pretty much pull up an article and do an overview with you, feel free to stay tuned and subscribe to this channel because I'll have many more of them coming. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you an overview of some perks that Shopify offers through their overview dashboard and analytics. Again, if you do want to switch over to Shopify, there is a link down below. I've personally been using the basic plan, and that's worked best for my business. You can always upgrade if you want to. You can start small and always, upgrade the plan. But there may be a free trial. So if you're really interested, click that link and get started. Play around with it. So I really want to thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.